Mabon, the autumn equinox, is a time of balance and reflection, marking the moment when day and night are equal before the darkness of winter begins to take over. The origins of Mabon are deeply rooted in ancient Celtic traditions, where it was celebrated as a harvest festival. Named after the Welsh god Mabon ap Modron, a figure of youth and light, this festival honours the second harvest and the bounty of the earth. Imagine the ancient Celts gathering around roaring bonfires, sharing stories and songs and giving thanks for the fruits of their labour. The air would be filled with the scent of ripe apples, freshly baked bread, and the earthy aroma of harvested grains. The story of Mabon ap Modron adds a layer of mythic charm to the festival. According to legend, Mabon was stolen from his mother, Modron, when he was just 3 nights old. His rescue became a quest for the legendary King Arthur and his knights, symbolising the journey from darkness into light. This tale of loss and recovery mirrors the seasonal shift from the abundance of summer to the introspective quiet of autumn. As the leaves turn golden and the days grow shorter, Mabon invites us to reflect on our own journeys, to celebrate our achievements, and to prepare for the coming winter. The symbolism of Mabon is rich and varied. The equinox itself represents balance, a moment of equilibrium before the scales tip towards the darker half of the year. This balance is reflected in the dual nature of the festival, which celebrates both the abundance of the harvest and the impending scarcity of winter. The figure of Mabon ap Modron embodies this duality as well. As a god of youth and light, he represents the vitality and energy of the harvest season. Yet his story of abduction and rescue also speaks to the themes of loss and recovery, darkness and light, that are central to the equinox. One of the most enduring symbols of Mabon is the cornucopia, or horn of plenty. This symbol, which dates back to ancient Greece, represents abundance and nourishment. During Mabon, the cornucopia is often filled with fruits, vegetables, nuts, and grains, symbolising the bounty of the harvest. It serves as a reminder of the earth's generosity and the importance of giving thanks for what we have. The act of filling the cornucopia can also be seen as a ritual of intention setting, as we reflect on our own abundance and consider what we wish to cultivate in the coming months. Another important aspect of Mabon is the theme of gratitude. As a harvest festival, Mabon is a time to give thanks for the fruits of our labour, both literally and metaphorically. This can take many forms, from sharing a meal with loved ones to performing acts of service in the community. The practice of gratitude is not only a way to honour the earth and its gifts, but also a means of fostering a positive mindset and strengthening our connections with others. By taking the time to appreciate what we have, we can cultivate a sense of contentment and resilience that will carry us through the darker months ahead. In addition to its agricultural and spiritual significance, Mabon also has a strong connection to the natural world. The changing colours of the leaves, the crispness in the air, and the shorter days all signal the arrival of autumn. This is a time to slow down and attune ourselves to the rhythms of nature. Many people celebrate Mabon by spending time outdoors, whether it's hiking in the woods, visiting a pumpkin patch, or simply enjoying a walk in the park. These activities help us to reconnect with the earth and to appreciate the beauty of the season. Crafting and creativity are also central to Mabon celebrations. Making decorations from natural materials, such as wreaths of autumn leaves or centerpieces of gourds and pine cones, is a popular way to honour the season. These crafts not only beautify our homes, but also serve as a tangible reminder of the earth's bounty. Cooking and baking with seasonal ingredients is another way to celebrate Mabon. Dishes like apple pie, pumpkin soup, and roasted root vegetables highlight the flavours of the harvest and bring a sense of warmth and comfort to our gatherings. The communal aspect of Mabon is also significant. Gathering with friends and family to share a meal, tell stories, and celebrate the season is a central part of the festival. These gatherings foster a sense of community and belonging, reminding us that we are not alone in our journey through the cycles of the year. Whether it's a large feast or a small, intimate gathering, the act of coming together to celebrate Mabon strengthens our bonds with one another and with the earth. Another enriching activity is to host a storytelling circle. Gather with friends or fellow practitioners and share myths, legends, and personal stories that resonate with the themes of Mabon. This can be a powerful way to connect with the wisdom of the past and to build a sense of community. Stories of harvest gods and goddesses, tales of transformation, and personal reflections on the year's journey can all add depth and meaning to the celebration. For those who enjoy working with the elements, a water ritual can be particularly poignant during Mabon. Find a natural body of water, such as a river, lake or ocean, and spend time meditating by its shores. You can perform a ritual of release, letting go of any burdens or negative energies by symbolically casting them into the water. Gardening can also be a meaningful way to celebrate. Planting bulbs that will bloom in the spring, such as daffodils or tulips, can symbolize hope and the promise of new beginnings. Tending to your garden, harvesting the last of your crops, and preparing the soil for the winter months can all be acts of reverence for the earth and its cycles. As we celebrate Mabon, we are reminded of the importance of balance in our lives. Just as the equinox marks a moment of equilibrium between light and dark, so too can we strive to find balance in our own lives. This might mean taking time to rest and recharge after a busy summer, or finding ways to balance our work and personal lives. It might also mean reflecting on the balance between giving and receiving, or between our inner and outer worlds. By seeking balance, we can create a sense of harmony and well-being that will sustain us through the challenges of the coming months. Mabon is also a time of preparation. As we give thanks for the harvest, we also begin to prepare for the winter ahead. Using herbs like sage for purification, rosemary for remembrance, thyme for courage, and marigold for protection can add a magical element to your rituals. Crystals such as citrine for abundance, amber for grounding, smoky quartz for balance, and carnelian for creativity can further amplify your intentions. Lighting candles in colours that resonate with the season can create a warm and inviting atmosphere. Red for strength, orange for joy, yellow for clarity, and brown for grounding can all play a part in your celebrations. For a specific ritual, you might set up a Mabon altar. Decorate it with autumn leaves, acorns, apples, and candles in Mabon colours. Light the candles and spend a few moments in meditation, focusing on the balance of light and dark in your life. Place offerings of seasonal fruits and vegetables on your altar and speak aloud the things you are grateful for, thanking the deities or spirits you work with. Mabon is a rich and multifaceted festival that offers us an opportunity to celebrate the harvest, honour the cycles of nature, and find balance in our lives. Whether we are gathering with loved ones, creating rituals, or simply taking a moment to appreciate the beauty of the season, Mabon invites us to connect with the earth and with each other. As we celebrate this ancient festival, we are reminded of the timeless rhythms of the natural world and the enduring power of gratitude, balance, and community. So, as the days grow shorter and the nights grow longer, let us embrace the spirit of Mabon and carry its lessons with us into the winter months ahead.